What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is TJ Santa Ana, and first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all the people who've subscribed since my last video upload. I'm so grateful, and I can't tell you how appreciative I am that there are folks out there interacting and engaging with my videos and leaving really nice comments about my work, specifically my art, and just expressing their enthusiasm for the Hobonichi Weeks and the Hobonichi Techos in general. So, like I said in a previous video, I wanted to wait till the end of the month to start going through my Hobonichi Weeks. This is my first time in a Weeks. It's a Weeks Mega. Last year I was in a cousin and I did not complete it, unfortunately, but that was a good experience to have because it made me consider what other planning system I could have that would help me be more efficient and more organized in the long run. So I decided to get the Weeks Mega this year for 2023, and I'm pairing that with a day free. So the day free is mainly reserved for just brainstorming, free writing, swatching of certain inks and washi tape, and just fun brainstorming stuff that I did in my cousin before. Whereas here in the weeks, I'm trying to be a little bit more regimented, more organized as far as how I'm organizing my thoughts and how I'm getting my tasks in order, how I'm remembering certain events and dates for shows and venues that I have to do some vending at here at home. So the weeks has been great so far, and here I'm showing you how I've been laying out my weeks for the past, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks now. I, for the life of me, can't remember the user's name, the content creator's name who came out with this layout. If and when I find it, I can link it down below in the description if anybody's interested. But it's mainly blocking off the very far left-hand side where the days and the dates are located, creating a sort of tab, the illusion of a tab for each of those days, and boxing off the rest of the spread with these squares, this grid. I believe it's 9 squares, 369. Yes, that includes Monday through Sunday, and then the addition of a miscellaneous section, a tracking section, a notes section, whatever you want to include in there. But for me, my main focus is having these squares for Monday through Sunday. And it's just giving me more space, a little bit more real estate to kind of expand on some tasks and projects that I'm trying to keep track of. Whereas before, when I was doing the layouts and just what's there with the different notches and the lines that kind of split the page up into thirds, I was finding myself kind of wanting more space. I mean, I did come from the cousin, which is a lot of space for each day. And now that I'm condensing it into these sort of smaller areas, I'm trying to find a way to be more efficient, but also still have some room and feel like I have some room. So these squares are definitely giving me that feeling. I've been feeling pretty good about this layout for the past couple of weeks, so I'm thinking I'm going to carry it into February, which, as far as the date of recording this video goes, is tomorrow. And if something pops up and I find that I'm no longer finding it useful or exciting, I might switch it up. But for now, I'm still liking it. So here I'm highlighting those tabs where the days and the dates are located so that the events that I write down in there pop out to me more. The weeks that I got is the tropical yellow one. So I wanted that vibrant, sort of energetic feeling to kind of give me more excitement for the year, more focus for the year. And I'm finding that highlighting these tabs with the yellow is kind of helping me remember the things that I have to get done for the week and the events that I have. And I'm pretty bad when it comes to remembering events until like the day or two before. Then I find myself scrambling to get products ready for vending or to get pieces ready for hanging for shows, etc. So highlighting it this way really makes it pop out and reminds me when I'm flipping through at the end of the day, okay, I got stuff to do. So that's how it's looking. And then I'm going to go ahead and highlight each day so that there's more of a distinction, a separation, and a call out for each day that I'm writing tasks down for. And in a little bit, I'll go ahead and do an actual flip through. You'll see a cut in a little while. A flip through of where I am so far in the weeks and how January looked from when I first started using it to where I am now. I think I've definitely seen progress and some improvement in my organizational skills, which was maybe lacking before I started getting into organizing and planning. As you can see, I'm utilizing the monthly calendar. That piece on the left is sort of a vellum bookmark with my artwork on it that I cut out of a 8.5 by 10 and create a bookmark for my monthly. And this is my dreams focus milestone section. This is the notes page in the back of the book that I'm still trying to figure out what to do. And a little mini dashboard in the back with some ephemera, some washi, as you can see here. I still like to use stickers and washi very minimally because I am focusing more on the writing for this planner, but still gotta have the washi. Can't not have the washi. But I'll go ahead and do a quick flip through, and you can see where I am so far in this book. Alrighty, y'all. As promised, here is a quick flip through of where my Hobonichi Weeks Mega is. It's now the end of January, and I've been using it for 1 month now. So let's take a quick look at where I've started and where I think I'm going to end up carrying the things from January into February. So when I started filling out the weeklies, I actually received this. I didn't start this in November. I received the Hobonichi Weeks around this time in December. So this was really sort of my first go at using the weeks as is. And I was trying to carry over habits that I had in my cousin, right? So, doing some memory keeping, very light drawing and washi tape and stuff like that, and sort of just utilizing the left hand side for events and tasks put together. Again, same thing here, sort of trying to do some sort of illustration or drawing and then keeping the left hand side strictly events and tasks. Then as I got into the last week of December, that's when I started really kind of doing lots of YouTube research and just watching a bunch of videos for inspiration and seeing all the different layouts that are there, different types of trackers people are utilizing on this side of the page. And so this was sort of a go at really starting to utilize the available sections for the spread. And so what I actually did was I went back to the week before I received the book and started seeing how that looked here, and just kind of testing it out. I even did some sort of like staggering of like, oh, illustration paired with something that happened that day. So not really using this for like the tasks and events that I was using later on, but kind of seeing how it would pair with like a little tiny bit of journaling. And here I start, coloring in and creating the illusion of these tabs. And I found that from another YouTuber. If I find their account again, I will definitely link it in the description below, but I can't remember what their handle is right now. So that's where I'm starting to experiment some more. And then as we get into the first week of January, again, playing with kind of the different sections, utilizing those notches and kind of divvying it out this third area for nothing here, obviously. And again, highlighting the days and the dates on the left to kind of just make the week pop out more. And starting to play around with these trackers, and I wasn't really, the rhythm wasn't working for me. So this is when I ran across that layout that sort of utilizes this section, this side specifically, this third of the spread, as solely for events during the week and big events, gallery shows that I have to go to, venues where I'm vending that specific day, and then utilizing the rest of the spread and dividing it into these squares where I can start to populate it with more specific tasks and kind of expand on those tasks and projects. It felt like I had more room doing dividing the spread this way, and that's kind of what I'm missing from the cousin, is that real estate. Although it was different with the cousin because it was sort of a day, right? One page for each day, and that was a lot of pressure. Whereas this is, you have less room, so there's not that much pressure to sort of fill it up, but it does give me the space that I'm craving to kind of add more tasks and, create sub bullets for those tasks, and maybe even fit in an illustration or two or some stickers and washi tape. So I started finding a good rhythm with this layout, and I started carrying it over into the next week. And so here I expanded that left-hand side where events are, where I'm writing the events down. Here I kind of had this weird kind of log bar where I was trying to mark off the events that would happen. I obviously forgot to do that. So I just made it one whole tab, so to speak. And so I also changed up the color, the colors for the headers you'll see in the next week, because this kind of just bleeds too much into the days, right? So it didn't make any sense for me to highlight the tabs and use the same colors for the headers for each day. So as you see here, I'm highlighting the tabs on the left so that it pops out, and I just need to know that these things are happening on these days throughout the week, and reserving this section solely for tasks and projects, and expanding on those things, and using sort of a more neutral gray as a header color for each day, and for the little miscellaneous tracking and notes boxes here. So this is where I'm kind of like finding the groove. This is what I like, and this is what I decided to carry into the first week of February, which obviously I haven't started this yet. We're already on Tuesday, so I got some backlogging to do still, but this is where I am. This is how I think I think I might do thinner lines for these sections, so it's not so bold, so that really what I'm writing in these things stick out more than the actual boxes themselves. I think I'm actually using I'm using a micron pen, which is a lot thicker than the other microns, like the 0.45s and the the more technical pens for like drawing and stuff. I think I'm going to use those and maybe like a gray or something, so that it's a little more subtle. Because while I like the way that it's being sectioned now, I think the lines are sticking out too much to me. And I'm happy that this is happening, because it's going to give me, that opportunity to experiment some more and kind of play and see where my groove is, because I like this. I like where this is right now. So I'm not sure that I'll modify much more than that, than just sort of making the line skinnier for the next week and maybe using a more neutral color. But, I like that there's this really highlighted yellow pop on the left where the days are for the days of the week, where the events are going to be written. And then something more subtle and more neutral for where I'm going to put my tasks. So that's where the weeklies are right now. And if we flip to the notes section of the weeks, this is where the abbreviations are, and then you have that index where the notes are. I totally just collaged over that, and then eventually I created this folder to kind of house my bookmark and some sheets of washi. But the first couple of pages of the book, or of the notes section, is just my greatest hits from 2022, which is my gratitudes and my affirmations of the year that I want to carry into 2023. My dreams, my focus, and my goals, followed by a log of the different shows and events that I did in January, and how much in sales I made, and then places that I eat and how much I spend. And this actually ended up getting combined into not just places I ate, but like things I bought in general. And I think I'll carry that into February. I'm not sure yet. I'm just I already started writing something down for February, which is like important to do's. I want to have like a running task list of things that I want to just remind myself to do. I don't know if I'll carry that on into March, but I think I'm gonna see what happens for February. So a lot of the back is still very blank. I don't have much. I don't have anything set up here except for pages where I'm, swatching things, and taking notes. And it's funny because I tend to do this in journals too, where I haven't decided what exactly I want to do. I work backwards from the section so that I have the room in the front to kind of, do more elaborate planning for what I want to do and how I want to set that up. And then in the back, I have some of those things filled out, not everything. Obviously, nothing in the favorites, nothing in my 100. I got a few things for my the favorites sections, and then this, which I have to catch up on. Not that I'm not doing what I said I would do each day, but I just keep forgetting to mark it. So I decided to devote the 365 days checkoff sheet to my daily art journaling, which is doing one drawing a day for 1 year. And every time I do a drawing, I shade it in. Obviously, I haven't done that in a while, which I'll do soon. But here, very lightly in pencil, I've marked off the rows where each color is going to start and stop. So I have red starting for the first couple of rows, and then it's going to go into orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, etc., so that it'll be a nice rainbow at the end of the year, and it'll remind me of my art and what I did. And I'll do a flip through of my art book for anybody who's interested. I've got a few of those actually. So yeah, and then in the back, I got some stamps here, some stickers, and you saw my washi tape earlier. And these are things that I actually had in the first couple of weeks of the week section. But like I said, it was kind of bulking up in a way that I didn't really want it to bulk up just yet. The way, a cousin will bulk up, or any of the original Techos. So I just decided to put it in here, and I kind of like the way that it looks in here, and I like this sort of feeling so far. So that's essentially it for where I am so far, and I gotta say that I'm really loving how it's kind of helping me just get things out of my head and get things out of my phone, and out of relying on my phone to sort of give me the reminders for events. Because if I'm not writing things down here now, I'm, going through my DMs and Instagram and on Facebook Messenger and in text messages trying to track down all these dates and these tasks. So I'm glad that I'm finally getting back into the mix of getting organized. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. And again, thank you for subscribing if you're new. My name is TJ Santa Ana. I'm an artist, and this is sort of how I'm trying to get my life in order and organized as an artist. So again, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.